Hi guys, it is definitely sweater weather now. It's time to get out your sweaters. Hi guys, thank you guys so much for being here today. My name is Felicia from SweetGeorgia, and today I want to talk to you guys about our fall knitwear collection. Yay! It's the Fall with SweetGeorgia Volume 4 that came out this past Tuesday, and we're very, very excited about being able to share this. I mean, obviously we've been working on this for a long time, and we've been sitting on these photos and been, we're just really excited to be able to share what's in this collection with you guys now. So this morning, I was trying to get dressed. It was a little bit cold outside. I'm looking through my closet, trying to find a sweater to wear, and honestly, I don't have enough hand knit sweaters. I'm wearing one right now. This one is designed by Tabitha. It's called the Neath pullover, Neath, and it feels amazing. It's yeah, I need more hand knit sweaters like this. Hand knit pullovers. I think for a while there, I was really, really, really into cardigans, you know, something that you can just throw on and then just, you know, it's very comfortable and things like that. But I like the pullover right now. I'm really, really liking the pullover because it's something you put on and then you don't fuss with. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't move. It doesn't fall off your shoulders. I'm really liking the hand knit pullover right now. So anyways, let's talk about what's actually in this fall knitwear collection. So this year we have launched 12 different pieces. Some of them are full garments, some of them are sweaters, some of them are accessories. And then next week we have another collection coming out for all of the crochet pieces. That crochet collection is new for us. We've never done a full-on seasonal crochet collection before, so that's kind of new for us. But this 12-piece fall collection, basically what we do is Tabitha sends out to all of our designers that we've worked with or anybody who's interested in submitting pattern designs to us. We have a group of people that we contact every year seasonally and let them know what our mood board is, what we're thinking about putting together for the collection, what the theme is for the collection, including the kinds of yarns that we want to use, the kinds of colors that we're interested in using, sort of like some ideas around the palette, and what those textures and the silhouettes might be as well. So our plan for this collection was to have two different stories. So one story is called Hearthside, and so that's very much about, you know, having warm, cozy fireplace, cushy, soft, squishy, like just everything to do with that sort of comfort. Yeah, it's like pumpkin pie and lattes and just, you know, a squishy, warm, sitting by the fireplace kind of coziness. So that's one of the stories. The other story is the Frozen Lake story. And so the Frozen Lake story is meant to be more like a winter theme. You know, if you can just imagine like an ice princess standing on the side of a frozen river, that kind of look and feel. And we were inspired a lot by some photographs that we've seen from our photographer, Josh, who he travels to Banff. He travels to all these beautiful, amazing places with, you know, just like a beautiful, incredible landscape photography. And so we were inspired by that. So we're like, oh, we want to do something that's like that. So those are the two stories that we're working with. So this sweater, the Neath sweater, this one comes from that Hearthside storyline. So this is one that was designed by Tabitha, and I'll show you sort of more about it. So this is two color. It's knit in the DK yarn that we have, the superwash DK, and she's created it with a little bit of textural detail here. So, you know, the cuffs have a little bit of this cable and eyelet pattern going on. It's two colors, so you can obviously pick whichever colors you want. This one happens to be done. We did it in Pine Tree, and then the other color was Biscuit. Tabitha and I have been having that ongoing discussion about biscuit versus ginger. So we came up with apple pie, which is kind of like the halfway point between those two colors. But this is the biscuit color. And then this is a new color we did for fall called Pine Tree. So you can see she's actually designed it with a little bit of short row stuff happening. So you can see this line almost touches the neckband. But then when you turn around to the back, there's more, I can't reach, there's more green back here where A few more short rows have been done to increase the length so that, again, this is that thing that I talked about in the last video as well, about adding a few short rows down the back so that the back hangs a little bit lower and hangs a little bit better. But this sweater finishes at the bottom with more of that textural detail. So obviously you can choose whatever color combination suits you. You could choose one that's super high contrast. You could choose one that is the reverse of these, where this part is a lighter color and then the line is a darker color. Or you could pick two colors that are very, very, very close together in value. All sorts of possibilities are, possible with this sweater. I'm actually really, I love this sweater. I really don't. I'm going to wear this for the rest of the video. So also in this story is my other favorite sweater, and this is the one that's called Oatlands. This is designed by Sue Gleave, and so this is a shrug. So this shrug is designed in the mohair silk DK. It's a DK weight yarn, but it's very sort of drapey and it feels good. This is one of my favorite yarns. This is what I knit my arboreal sweater in as well. I love it. But these cables in the front, they look like, I think they're called balloon cables. I think that's what they're called, but they have ribbing to them, and then they have the big cable happening here. And so it looks really complicated, but it's not complicated because in fact, it's just ribbing. It's literally 3x3 ribbing, and then you add twists occasionally to create this cable effect. So it looks much more complicated than it really is. And then when you're looking at the back of this is all just stockinette, right? This is easy. So this is knit from side to side. Okay, this is again some ribbing for the sleeves. Knit from side to side with this big cable collar around it. Yeah, this is also on my list to knit, but there's too many things on my list to knit, but this is definitely on my list to knit. Yeah, I love the shrug style because, like I was saying about the cardigans, it's something you just throw over anything else that you're wearing. I was telling Tabitha the other day how my closet is full of these sweaters that I bought, like store-bought sweaters that are all a little bit too close-fitting because I thought that close-fitting sweaters looked good. It was like the sweater girl sort of look, and they no longer fit me. So they're all a little bit too tight, and then they don't feel comfortable. And so that's why I'm really drawn to this shrug style, the very oversized, drapey kind of look and feel. It's so much more comfortable to wear. So in any case, that one is on my list as well to make. So the next few pieces in the collection are all accessories, and they're all big and chunky accessories. So this one is called the Sunbury set. And so this is a hat and full-on mitts set. So these mitts are designed by Rachel Boulahanis, and these ones are done in the superwash worsted. This colorway happens to be the new color that we came out with for fall called Violet. It's a nice little purple color. So they're textured both sides. These ones have cables on the outside. They're quite lovely. And then looks like double moss stitch on the inside. Very, very fun. And so it has a matching hat. So that's a nice little quick, easy gift kind of knit that you could make. This one was fun. Yes, so this shawl, this one is designed by Jen Lucas. This is designed in the superwash chunky yarn that we have. Such a quick knit. This would be such a quick knit. Maybe it's quick enough for me to actually do it. Yeah. This is knit in the ginger colorway. This is lovely. But basically it's like garter stitch with some elongated garter stitches, and it just makes for a very, very quick and easy knit. Let's take a look at the construction of it. Ta-da! So it produces a bit of an asymmetrical shawl that looks almost lacy, but it's not lacy. It would be super easy to make. So you start here at this end, and again you cast on, and then you add more stitches as you go, adding more stitches, until basically you can run out of yarn. So this is 4 skeins of superwash chunky. Lovely. This one is another cowl that is also done in the superwash chunky. This one is called the Pains Find. This is designed by Meg Roke, and you can see there's like a a twisting cable textural stitch in here. Can you see? It looks like a telephone cord. Maybe I have to position it at the right angle, but it looks like a telephone cord, and it's formed just with knit and pearls to create this texture. It's really kind of cool. So this one is done in the new candy apple colorway as well. It's a newer colorway. It's not a fall color, but it's a newer colorway. Candy apple. This one's designed by Meg Roke. Again, this is 3 skeins of the Superwash Chunky. And finally, we have a big old wrap scarf here. So this one is called Harlequin. This is designed by Cheryl Toy. And again, the idea was to go after texture. So you can see it's got kind of like a diamond pattern happening here. Again, just with knits and pearls. This is designed to be very simple, accessible, easy for people, to start with. Oh yeah, you can definitely see the texture nicely here. And then there's finishing with a little bit of macrame action, a little bit of knotting down here. So taking the fringe and just doing a very, very simple knotting technique to give it that sort of macrame look. Of course, you don't need to do this if you don't want to. You could just leave it as fringe if you wanted to. But I think it lends itself well and kind of mimics the diamond effect here. You kind of have these diamonds down here as holes. I think it's actually quite interesting. Yeah, that's pretty fun. And obviously it will be double-sided, so you can see the texture on both sides of the scarf. Very cool. I like it. So this one was designed to be quite big and squishy and oversized. So you could wear it as a wrap, like so. Or you could wear it as a big scarf. Oh, actually, it's nice. You could wrap this up all in a winter coat like this. Okay, so I thought that I should change so that I could show you the other garments in the other story. So these ones are from the Frozen Lake story. This one happens to be called the Ranelagh. Ranelagh, I think that's how you pronounce it. And this one is designed by Megan Jones. And so this one is a combination of one of our Party of 5 mini skein sets, like in a gradient, if you wanted it to be in a gradient, and together with 1 skein of Tough Love socks. So together, a mini skein set plus 1 skein of yarn makes this pattern. You can see the back. Ta-da. It's a gradient in a shrug, and you can see the buttons here that do the closure. So you could probably take this apart and wear this in a whole bunch of different ways. You could maybe even wear it as a wrap if you wanted to. There's some beautiful lace detailing here. For the most part, the base is garter stitch. Again, there's the lace. It's garter stitch lace starting from a square. So I wanted to tell you guys that we are not at all infallible. We make mistakes all the time. So this one, when we photographed it for the lookbook and for the patterns, we put it on, well, we put it on, and we put it on upside down. So all of our photographs, the white part here is at the bottom of the sweater. And I'm sure that you can wear it either way. It works both ways. You could wear it like this too. Ta-da! That works. So that works with the white on the bottom as well. So these are very flexible. You can wear them however you like. But we were just talking about it this morning, about how this one that I was just wearing, the Neath one, about there being no short rows on this side, but there being short rows on this side. Well, we photographed it backwards on the model as well. So there's lots and lots of situations where these things happen. Plus, you remember, it was the hottest day of the year. There were some problems with, electricity and elevators and all sorts of things. I talked about it on a previous video. That day for the photo shoot was a bit crazy. And so, yeah, mistakes happen all the time. So we're actually doing our next photo shoot for the holiday collection this coming Monday. Yeah, this coming Monday. So, well, there's so many things we still have to arrange for that. But yeah, we're doing that photo shoot for the holiday collection this coming Monday. So I'm hoping that Teresa's going to join me on that one as well. And Josh will be there and Josh's friend will be there. So hopefully we will have no problems on that Monday. Wish us luck. So this sweater I was wearing last week for the vlog, and this one's called Ammonite. So this one is also designed by Cheryl Toy. She did the big orange scarf in the other story, but this one is Cheryl Toy's other sweater, and it's got this beautiful lace happening here with these big holes. It's kind of very interesting scallops. I've never seen anything done like that before. So I'm quite liking this lace pattern here. It's a 3/4 sleeve. It's kind of like a bell shape to it. And then the body of the sweater is a little bit A-line. So it flares out a little bit. This one happens to be knit in the Cash Luxe Fine, but you could knit this in any sort of fingering weight yarn. I'm thinking that in the Bulletproof Sock, it would probably be very, very drapey. This one is very squishy. It's quite warm, but it's lovely. So speaking of squishy and warm, this is another one of these cowls that is very, very interesting in construction. I happen to like this for a number of different reasons. I love mixing textures of yarn together. And so in this particular cowl, what we have here is one skein of the Tough Love sock. Or actually, no, this is the Cash Luxe Fine. This is the Cash Luxe Fine. So it's one skein of Cash Luxe Fine mixed together with Silk Mist. Holding those two together at the same time to knit this cowl part. And it makes a beautiful marled effect, but at the same time, it makes a very, very warm and fuzzy sort of fabric. It's very, very nice. And then the way this one happens to be constructed allows there to be these gathers made. And so these gathers form little billowy pockets here. So the cowl you'd wear over your head, like so. This one is designed by Emily Wood and it's called Cirrus. And then I just want to quickly show you guys the sweater that is here on the dress form. This one is called Lac Beauvert, and this one is designed by a gal named Jolene Vretinar. Jolene Vretinar. I hope I pronounced that right. But this is called the Lac Beauvert, and this one happens to be knit in the Superwash Chunky. But look at this. So the Superwash Chunky is sort of a very round yarn, and I find that it lends very, very well to a lot of textured kind of knitting. So there's this big long cable all the way down the back of this cardigan. I think it works really, really well. So I don't know if you can tell, but there's changes in direction of the knitting. So there's this big panel down the middle, and so that's knit from the bottom up. And then here, you can see the stockinette is happening this way. Okay, so it's happening this way. And then there's more stockinette happening that way. So it's a change in direction. It's very, very interesting construction. And then coming around to the front, and then it's finished off with a 1x1 ribbing. And then these are really nice buttons down the front. So again, just trying to change things up in terms of texture, in terms of lace, in terms of changes in direction of knitting, just trying to keep things really interesting, trying to juxtapose different textures, different colors. Just there's lots of things that you can explore and enjoy just with very, very basic knit and purl stitches. So speaking of the things that you can do with just simple knit and purl stitches, this is a very, very cool shawl. I don't know if you want to call it a shawlette, a scarf, a shawl, a wrap. It's just so cool. Look at all those holes. So this one is designed by Annika Andrea Wolke, and this one is knit in the Mohair Silk Decay. This colorway happens to be the London Fog color, and it's 2 skeins of yarn makes this wrap. It's so cool. And again, this is just very, very, very simple. It's stockinette up here. It's in a crescent shape. And then this section of it is garter stitch, but then there's these sections where these holes happen. So this shawl is called Jana. Neat. I'm just always amazed by all the things that you can do with just simple knit and purls, and then how it can form all sorts of different textures and just very, very creative fabrics. You could, knit this in a gradient. You could knit it in multicolors. So many things that could be done. But I love how it's just done in this very understated color. I love it. And then finally, the last wrap here. This last wrap, this one is called Dunes. This one is designed by Stella Egidi, and this one is knit in the bulletproof sock. This one, the color is also violet. This is the one that is on the cover of our lookbook. You can see it's got some of this sort of shifting sands kind of lace pattern happening, and then it has a garter stitch border to keep everything nice and flat and not curling. So that is very, very lovely. So if you're looking for some kind of a shawl, this one is 2 skeins of bulletproof sock. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to go on this little tour around the garments in the Fall with Sweet Georgia collection today with me. I would love to be able to share this collection with you guys. What I can do is we can do a giveaway. So let's do a giveaway for one set of all the patterns. And we can do that giveaway if you go down and click in the link below, in the description below this video. There'll be a link. Click that and enter your information there. And then also please leave me a comment and let me know which one is your favorite piece in this collection. And yeah, that's what I want to hear. So thank you guys so much for watching this. If you like these episodes, please do hit like. And if you want to see more episodes like this, please hit subscribe, and we will come to you every Friday with a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one, which is all about crochet.